What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Jada Pinkett is back in the news again, and not for anything that she has done based on her talent. She has recently sat down with, I believe, NBC, and she confessed something in a new interview that many of us could have probably speculated, but couldn't put our hands on it, or probably didn't really know. And that is the fact that her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016, while maintaining appearances that they are together. Now, she said this: I think we were both kind of just still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. Okay? So now they've just stuck together because they said they would never divorce. They don't even live together. So kudos to Will Smith. But I want you guys to realize something, that Jada Pinkett and Mowry have a lot in common. Let's look at the two husbands who are both actors. Will Smith is a legendary actor. Corey Hardrick is just still up and coming. But none of them ever go out there and talk about their wives. They never do. They always, if anything, say positive things about their wives. See, that's the difference between masculinity and femininity. Will Smith may feel this way about Jada Pinkett, but being a man, and I know he's a simp in many ways, but being a real man, he will never come out there and publicly assassinate his wife by even insinuate that she's not who I thought she was or who I thought she would be. He would at least pretend or still love her to the point that they are still married. He would at least show her that respect. But on the flip side, look at how Mowry handled the Corey Hardrick situation. She said she graduated from marriage, right? She said that she pretty much was tired of pretty much building him. Then for the other guy she's dating now, the dating market is trash. These guys don't want to court anymore. These guys don't want to do X, Y, and Z. The reason is because every time they have some level of a disagreement, which you will have in relationships, but they got to go ahead and run to the internet. They got to go ahead and try to make some clout of the situation. Just like how a lot of brothers wasn't feeling how Safari was doing with Eric and Minya. Every time he had a problem, he was complaining. He's running to the internet. Hey man, shut up, man. Be a man. And this is exactly what these ladies are doing when it comes to Mowry and Jada Pinkett. I would classify these two ladies as Hellraisers. Number one, you have problems with your husband. Why is it that the black man always has to take somewhat of a submissive position when the wife want to go out there and act a fool? And brother Jay Sean, shout out to him, he told me, look at Michael B. Jordan. He's with Lori Harvey. The girl goes out there and makes a cryptic post with a license plate that says dump him. Michael B. Jordan has to eat it. And a lot of times these guys, they have this feminine female media where they can't come out and say things without being flabbergasted. Even Jeezy can't come out and talk about the fact that Jeannie Mai is an awful partner. Can't say it. But another reason why, they are real men. Real men are never gonna try to embarrass their wives publicly. I'm gonna say it again. Never. It's a very feminine thing to do, to go after a woman publicly, unless, you know, that woman is trying to really destroy your career or something like what Jason Derulo was going after, you know. And even there's a way you got to go through it with that, which is a publicist, because of a woman making those kind of accusations about you. That's still dangerous. But these are the kind of women that black men are having to deal with. And I'm going to tell you why. No black man has ever set these ladies straight. There are so many Jada Pinketts and Mowry in black America because no brother has ever told them no. That is exactly why a lot of men, Ebony K. Williams, when they come across these kind of thinking ladies, they can be beautiful and hardworking, but they're not compatible because they don't know how to handle conflict resolution in a way. In order for somebody to stay with Jada Pinkett, that person has to suffer. Mowry, that person has to suffer. Right? Why is it that in some of these relationships, when we see black men dealing with these women, these black men have to somehow suffer? Even Monique's husband. You know, the agreement that she had was she gets to sleep with whatever guy she wants. He can't. Why is the black man always in some level of position of submission? And then you have this lady who is a Hellraiser. I gotta tell you a story. I have a pastor like that. I have a pastor that I went to in my community, very historic church in my community. One of the first black churches in Sacramento in our area. Oh my God, the lady is a Hellraiser. I'm talking about the guy was the first Will Smith. The lady is insane. She's old now. I think the last time I heard that she's on her way out, what they tell me. And he's old too. He's still the pastor. But man, the way that the lady, it was alleged that one of his daughters is not his. The woman looks nothing like her. It's very, very rare that two light-skinned people produce a dark baby. I'm gonna say it again. It is very rare that two light-skinned people produce a dark baby, and it happened. Not to say it can't happen, but it's not common, all right? Because and he's a rich man, very successful, been rich for many years. But the issue is taking this level of disrespect. And the reason why you have Tia Mowrys and Jada Pinkett, that whenever thing is going wrong, give your husband some respect. If y'all separate and he wants to pretend that y'all separated, let him do that. Why is it always you coming to the media? Why is it you always talking about your experiences to people who don't even care about you? Then you gonna be the one to lose your husband, and then you think that somebody gonna deal with you. Look at Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry learned something very important. The way that Tia Mowry handled Corey Hardrick, we have found out, okay, listen to what I'm about to say. We have found out that the other guys in the industry paid attention to that, because Tia Mowry is, she's a single mom. I get it now. She's in her 40s, but she's still good looking, right? If Tia Mowry would have had a good reputation for being a wife, Tia Mowry would have been dating by now, all right? Because look at what's happening with Common and Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson's a single mom, but she with Common now, because Jennifer Hudson don't have that reputation. But the way that Tia Mowry carried the whole thing with Corey Hardrick and was liking posts, people talking about him and he and ha, and every time she had a problem in dating, she had to come to the media, come make TikToks, although she don't call people's names, but she's so disrespectful with it. Most guys like, you know what, that ain't worth my time. Too much of a headache to deal with. It's not like I can't get nobody else. And if Jada Pinkett ever becomes single again, nobody of any level of prominence will touch her with a 10-foot pole. She will end up being what Cher is. She will end up being what Madonna is. She will be out here la Anthonying it up. Because why? No man is going to take a risk on Jada Pinkett. She's too set in her ways. She's too disrespectful. You run the risk of her telling your personal business to anybody. You just can't take her seriously. You see? And that is exactly why a lot of good black men end up with these hellions. And, at a certain point, they're like, you know what? And I'm not trying to categorize all black women, because I'm not. But these hellions out there, for sure, they exist. And they are awful people. Awful people. They are the worst. And I'm telling you right now, if you deal with them, if you're silly enough to deal with them, they're going to destroy your life too. Because that is what hellions do. They destroy things. They destroy people. All right? They destroy things. They destroy people. They do all of that. That's what hellions do. Okay? That's what they do. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Scrape the bell. We're out.